Hello everybody, welcome to Watkins Glen International, the boot layout for the first of two road course races this season in Velocity Online Racing Season 2. It is the third round of this 9-race championship. We are here at Watkins Glen International. The next road course after this one is going to be Road America. We are only running 2 this season. So first of all, Watkins Glen is a beautiful track with elevation changes, fast and flowing corners, so it's going to be a great race here. On the pole we have Alex van der Zandt for Team Race First, the first driver other than Matt Houston this season to score a pole position with a beautiful lap of a 1 minute 25.9. Then alongside him is Julien with a 126.0. Then on row 2 we have Oscar Fredrickson and Matt Houston. And row 3 Luis Gonzalez Nunez, fresh from his win at Michigan. And alongside him is going to be Dave Stedman. A little error in the typing there on the starting grid graphic, apologies about that. Row 4 Shane Coogan and Marcus Hudson. Both drivers making one of their rare road course appearances in this league. Then on row 5, Kristen Nelson is back, P9 for her. Then Cody G. Williams, a rookie in the field, is going to start alongside her on P10. P11 and P12 go to AJ Musselman and Brandon Dewsbury, who are going to round off the starting grid. Here we go then, for the first road course of the season, 40 laps at Watkins Glen, the pace car is in, Alex van der Zandt is going to lead the field to green, and the green flag is out and we are racing at Watkins Glen going into turn 1 here. Alex is going to maintain the lead, but look in the back, it's going to be a lot of chaos there in the back. You can see Matt Houston in P4 right now, losing the back end on the runoff area. Luis Gonzalez is involved. Shane Coogan might just be involved, Kristen Nelson as well, and many others in there, so that's really unfortunate. But Luis Gonzalez Nunez suffering front wing damage and he's going to have to pit for repairs, as well as Matt Houston, but it might be race over for the 66 car. Here a quick replay. You can see just Matt Houston going on the throttle a little bit too soon on the outside of turn 1, and the back end just comes around, no grip there on the outside at the race start. And going on to the end of lap 1 really. You can see the top 3 already breaking away from the rest of the pack. That pace difference is going to become really evident later on in the race as well, because the gaps from the top 3 to the rest of the pack are going to be pretty huge. But you can see Cody G. Williams with a little bit of wing damage making a move on AJ Musselman right here. And he's going to move himself up into P6 for the time being. But going through the bus stop chicane, he's going on the throttle a little bit too soon again, just like Matt Houston did, and he's going to spin into the wall, suffer some damage. And AJ Musselman had a near miss with Cody, but he keeps his car clean and undamaged, but he did spin around and he's going to lose a little bit of time with that. But most importantly for him, he is still in the race. Going to lap 7 now. Luis Gonzalez Nunez has pitted for a new front wing, and he is now going to try to make up some time and positions, and he goes around the outside there of Musselman to take over that 6th position that was left by Cody G. Williams, who spun into the wall. Later that lap though, AJ Musselman, yeah, he takes a little bit too much speed into turn 9, and the back end comes around, no grip there. He decided it was the day done for him. Then on to lap 15, the first round of pit stops for Alex van der Zandt and Julien Altena. Oscar Fredrickson deciding to stay out one more lap, so he's going to get that extra point for leading a lap. You can see Oscar there exiting the pits, all drivers taking fresh tires and fuel. And the running order has been unchanged since that round of pit stops began. But we do have Luis Gonzalez, who of course pitted on lap 1. So he's going to be able to run a lap or 2 longer than the rest of the pack. So he's going to be racing Oscar right here. Luis's pace has been pretty consistent and fast at the moment, so maybe he's going to challenge for the top 3 again later on in the race, but Oscar Fredrickson was able to hold on to that position. As we are now looking at Shane Coogan making his first start in the league. And it's safe to say that his race has been going a little bit better than Cody G. Williams's, unfortunately for him. Shane is now running P4. As we now go to lap 30, as Alex van der Zandt is once again pitting. From the lead, dropping down to P2. Julien Altena is going to lead 2 laps now, and Oscar Fredrickson is also going to lead a couple of laps. But on to lap 33, 7 laps to go. You can see Luis Gonzalez passing Dave Stedman, sorry. So Luis is now up into P5, and he is recovering really well from his poor start. But on to lap 36 now, you can see Julien Altena running P2, 3 seconds ahead of Oscar. He makes a mistake, takes too much curb, the car comes around, and he's going to spin around and lose a position to Oscar Fredrickson. Luckily for him though, it is his teammate, but still not really nice to make a mistake with 5 laps to go from the end. As you can see, Shane Coogan in the shot as well as Dave Stedman, both drivers a lap down from the top 3. But on to the final lap of the race, the final 2 corners for Alex van der Zandt. He has dominated the race. He's going to take the checkered flag and take his first win of the season. His first win as well since Kentucky in season 1. And there you go, that is going to be 54 points, leading the most laps, leading a lap. The P1 award in qualifying and also the fastest lap, even though that fastest lap is not going to give you any points. It is still really nice to have. But on the final corner, Julien Altena just not having enough to catch Oscar Fredriksson again. It's going to be P2 for Oscar, P3 for Julien. That's going to be a top 3 from this race. And yeah, an honorary mention as well to Luis Gonzalez Nunez, who drove a brilliant race to finish P5 after that setback into turn 1. So that's a really great result for him there. Getting the crucial points in as well to Shane Coogan, who is making his first start in the league, finishing P4. And then P6 we have Dave Stedman, Kristen Nelson finishes P7, AJ Musselman P8, Cody G. Williams P9, and Ryan Dewsbury finishing in P10. So that's been it from Watkins Glen. The next race in the league is going to be Indy for the Indianapolis 250, and we look forward to seeing you then. Thanks everybody for watching, and see you all next week.